That performance from that Red Ranger needs to be demoted to Blue Ranger. Stat. Uh, or be a red shirt from Star Trek, because, you know, they don't last long, just like how he only lasted for one round. That was a pretty dumb joke. This video was like a reaction slash review of the first episode of American Ninja Warrior. Pretty cool show, I think, you know, just, you know, climbing and jumping over stuff, you know. Unless Fear Factor comes back online, you know, Joe Rogan comes back, then fuck this show then.
You are gonna have to eat 2 buffalo testicles.
I'm sorry, but I just want someone to have balls in their mouth. Is that such a crime? Now, if you don't know what American Ninja Warrior is, it's like an obstacle course show, trying to get over stuff, trying to get from point A to point B. You're gonna climb over stuff, you're gonna grab onto stuff and like onto its edges and like try to like, you know, get to a certain point while like climbing on. It's hosted by 3 people. You got Matt Eisman, you got Christine Leah, and you got Akbar Baja Mila, I think. It's kind of crazy. There's a video purposely trying to pronounce his name. So I don't know. It's an ongoing joke with his last name. If you look up his name. Now the job of the host, what they're supposed to do is to break down after each performance what the participant did right and what they did wrong, what they should have done, and also they fulfill the role of the audience, trying to connect with the audience, especially since like half the time fucking goddamn Akbar is reacting.
She grew up as a gymnast and a diver on the college diving team at USC. Ooh, nice. But this ascent is the challenge. She got knocks her flip. What? The heels locking in. That's an inch she's grabbing onto. Just an inch. Look at her. Her itsy bitsy fingers are holding on for dear life. Look at that. What? Hey, hit the folks.
Now, what makes the show so popular is because it's half of its like episode formula, which is to inspire. Now, if you don't know what I mean, is that like majority, if not half, the participants, like before they even like do their thing, they show like a highlight reel of like who they were as a person or like what they did before. Most of the time, it's a sob story, or well, I don't want to say that, inspiring. You have all like walks. Wow, you have all paths of life, walks of life, I think. Yeah. There's intriguing people.
Hunter has an unusual living situation. Sean Ryan was planning to be a Catholic priest, so he moved in with a group of fathers and friars. Then he changed his mind about the priesthood, but never moved out.
Sadness, happiness, drama, beef, anger, fear, you name it, has everything.
People do say I look like I could be in a boy band because I have the long hair and the cute smile. A lot of girls like the hair, but I think they like my abs even more.
All jokes aside, though, it does inspire. I think it actually achieves so. I mean, they have people who are like not only like my age, they have people like of my weight too, and I feel like that's like the #1 thing. I'm like, fuck that shit. This is like undoable. Like you would have to train really hard for, and I guess so. But if you had doubts about, oh, I can never do this show because I'm too fat or a certain age, well, I think there's a lot of, you know, participants before season 8. I never really watched any of the season before, like committedly to watch the full seasons. I think there's been reported cases of people who are, you know, in their 50s or 60s or even not even that, people who weigh over 200 pounds. I think there was a NFL player that played, I think. 3 concerns and issues I have with the show is regarding going back to the whole like highlight of each participant. It gets a bit weird when it's supposed to be inspiring you, but then when you see them perform, like they fail or like they fuck up really bad, especially the ones that fuck up bad. So you have like you feel from one moment inspired, and then the next moment fucking like disappointed that like they fucked up. #2, it's that regarding like fairness to the players, it's unfair for people like the Red Ranger, the first guy who did it, to perform first compared to everyone else who are performing later. Like I feel like they are watching every other participant before them on a TV in some lobby, which then gives them the advantage, which is like a bit unfair. A third thing too, I think it could get boring kind of easily just because like the first episode was like what, the Los Angeles qualifiers. Second episode, I don't know if it's gonna be the same fucking obstacle course just with different people. I feel like that could be a bit boring for some people, but I don't know. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I know that the format was a bit weird on this. Hopefully next time when I do episodes or when I cover every episode from here on out and the season, it's a bit more well presented. I'll also go into further in terms of each participant, or like just the ones that matter, and kind of joke around with it. I didn't want to spoil anything in terms of who won, who lost this round, except for the Power Ranger guy. I hope for the best for him though. And you know what? When you watch this show, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty inspired to, you know, lose the weight and actually perform, you know? I think I'm gonna perform American Ninja Warrior one day.
Obstacles before I had the muscle to do it, and so I learned how to use momentum. And now I'm building in the muscle.
How far are you gonna go this time?
At the top of things.
All the tops of things. Well, I hope we see you in a lot of the tops of more things. Probably buzzers and maybe Mount Midoriya.
Yes!
We're gonna see you back in the city finals, Jesse.